help you get to the next level, just in case you may have a situation where you have to take it to the next level. As I told you last night, it might not even be conflict against a human. Like the lady whose car went off into the Chesapeake Bay. She had to get out of the car, get to the surface so she could drown. You never can tell when something's going to jump off in your life. You know? One Saturday night when I was a boy, my house caught fire. So it burned down. You had to get out of the house. You never can tell when something's going to happen. So that's what it's designed for. And I know some of you got busted lips and stuff like that. That's all part of the process. I think all of you did a good job, and just hang on a little longer.
So when one person, like he gave you 2 minutes to calm one of your people down, and then when you wanted you all to get into the whole sparring thing, sparring can be a scary thing, but at the same time, you can't not do it. You can't expect everybody to take it easy because you have to be ready for the unexpected. You have to be ready for if you taking it easy, he will come out there with gloves on, and at that point, he don't want you treating him like, I'm your teacher. I want you to treat it like somebody's trying to fight you. I need you to learn how to do that. I need you all to be ready for that. And so when you heard him, and some of y'all was, I don't want to call you out on your fear, but y'all heard him banging Miss Don in the ribs. Some of y'all was hoping he wouldn't come to you. You shouldn't hope like that. You should just be prepared to, okay, he's going to.
Yeah, very. I was sitting in there like, God, why don't they like it? Look how they move. Like, they were born to box and move. Look at them. So when I say that, I mean that with all my heart and soul, that you guys are so good. But you don't have to like fighting to know that you can walk out of here and say, I earned a real black belt today. I'm not just some cute girl that does kung fu. I can defend myself if necessary, especially if it's not my sister standing in front of me sparring. That's what he's always asked of you too. Nothing more. And then for like Mr. Chris, that's your life on the line every day. So when you have a broken toe, you can't tell the guy trying to pull a gun back at you, oh, my toe's broke. That's why I say, who cares about your toe? Get up. That's your life on the line. And then Mr. Amari got a little old school today. He realized that the old man can throw down still. Me and Miss Bell was in there like, they teaching them valuable wisdom. and, you know, and Mr. Bell.
I've seen a lot of places. You know, we talk a lot in martial arts about perseverance, about dedication, and just getting yourselves through today. That's what you're accomplishing. And what you're learning is, when I'm in school and I've got a spelling test, I can do it. When I'm in a career and I need a promotion, I can do it. You know, black belt is not the belt you're wearing. Black belt is the lifestyle you live. And it's, I'm gonna attack everything I do just like you did today. I'm gonna get punched in the face, I'm gonna get hit in the stomach, I'm gonna cry, I'm gonna be down, and I'm gonna pull myself back up, and I'm gonna kick butt. And that is what black belt really is. You know, you can learn wushu forms and you can learn kicks, but if you don't have it inside you, you're just doing moves. You know, the black belt is really the indomitable spirit that I'm sure Professor Bam and all your instructors talk to you about, because that is what they're trying to instill in you, is that attitude of whatever life throws at me, I'm ready.
Today is that you can prevail. You guys have been tested, you guys have been pushed, you guys have been hit, all that. And during those moments of being attacked and hit, you doubted yourself. Some of you cried, some of you bled, some of you sweated more. But it's a process. And you're going through the process to get to the other side and get to the end. And you've done that, and that's good. You guys should be very, very proud. The example that Ms. Donna talked about earlier when she was in the car accident. You don't just jump out and react. You got a situation going on, whether it's someone trying to mug you or attack you. You assess your situation, and then you react, because now you got a plan. Just like when you're fighting. You don't just slug like some of you out there slugging. But as you settle down, you begin to find your way, and that's what this is all about. Professor Bam wants you to find you. He wants you to be like him, or anybody in here. He wants you to be like you, and you guys have done that. When you guys were sitting down in the Mabu holding the chair, you guys were shaking and quivering, but towards the end, you began to calm down, and you sat lower, you held the chair higher, and that's what it's all about. It's about you finding your way, finding that spirit down inside of you, because if you can survive this, it is nothing. Whether it's a mugging, a day at work, a day from hell, or whatever it is. So you guys should really be proud that you guys have stepped up and gotten through this, because again, it's not about the journey, going through it, it's about the outcome. Because today you guys have demonstrated you guys are real young men and young women.
Yeah, I would echo kind of what they've been saying, that you know, I mean, you guys went through a lot, and there was not one of you that had every moment where you're completely calm and confident. And that's the way it's designed. It's designed to put you in stress and be uncomfortable. It's, you know, I've always said, and Professor Bam says this a lot too, you don't really know a person until you've seen them in adversity. You don't know what a person's all about until you put them in the pressure cooker. And this was, you know, that's what this is all about, is putting you under pressure, putting you in uncomfortable situations, putting you where you're not sure how you're going to get out of a situation. And now that you have, I mean, look at you, you're sitting upright, you're breathing, you know, you're doing fine. You got through it. You know, this should not give you cockiness, because there's a difference between confidence and cockiness. This should give you a little bit of confidence that you're like, wow, you know what? I took what they gave to me, and I'm fine. You know, I might have stumbled, but, you know, look back at it. Fought every one of you. I tried to push you. I tried to back you up. I tried to, you know, make you uncomfortable. And every single one of you responded well. Like, you know, took what I had, but then you came right back at me. Like I kept saying to you two hit me harder than anyone in this whole cycle. And you two supposedly don't like to fight. You two hit me harder. You two hit me harder than anyone else. And I mean, I knew you were going to, because I saw you yesterday when we were doing, you know, just the rounds and things like that. And just, you know, when we had the focus.
My mom was the first time she ever had a chance to see me win a karate trophy. And when I used to compete, everything that I had was like homemade. I used to take little sheets, because we were so poor, and sew my own karate uniform. And I would teach myself martial arts, because I just would look outside and I would see all those little kids that didn't have no food. Or I would see all those kids that would make fun of me, and people that would put me down. And my mom didn't understand that all I was doing was to try to get out the projects. And the only thing I knew was martial arts. And I would practice every day, and I would make anything. I would bring in tree stumps, and I would make little Wing Chun dummies. And I knew one day that regardless of how much people put me down, that I would get my mom out the projects. But my mom died in my arms. And everything I do today is for her. Every person I push or every person I hug is because my mother never let anybody go hungry in the project. My mom believed in everybody. Even though she was handicapped, she was on welfare. When she would get her welfare check, she would feed the whole project. And she would never tell me to stop practicing. Even if I would make a phone call, calling you to Japan, she would yell at me, but she knew I was doing something. She probably didn't know. But all I wanted to do was just be able to, like I say, get out the projects. And martial arts, when I look at what we're doing right now today, and I just look at this cycle, I don't know why this cycle is so incredible to me. Maybe it's because it's a different me. It's not a person trying to beat you guys down and make you bust your lip and crack a rib and show you how tough I am. I can do all that. I done did all that. I look at each and every one of you and I realize how blessed I am to have you in this school and have you in my life. And I cherish each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. And I will always tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. And I will always push you, so one day when I can't push myself, you'll in return share that love back to me by pushing me. I'm not your master. I'm not your teacher. I'm just a friend who motivates you just like you motivate me. I come here for you. I don't come here for me. I look at each and every one. I look at Mr. Bell. I mean, man, you know, you guys just don't know what you do to me. You make all this stuff that my mom, and I know right now that she can look down and she say, there go my baby. From the last word I said was be good, Bam Bam, and I closed my eyes. Look at what he's doing with the world. He took a dream and he's changing the world. He's changing all these people. If you'd have told me when I walked out of jail I would be right here and I would be this blessed, man, I'm not. How could I get so lucky? How could I get so lucky to know all of you people? I'll continue to get up 3 o'clock. I'll continue to write. If God sends me a message, I will roll out my bed and I will write down what I would have to do to change your form. I will write down what I would have to do to call James' mom to talk to her. And you know what? I don't care if the whole world hates me for it. Because you know what? If it changed each and every one of you, then I done did what my mom wanted me to do. That's to change the world. And that's what martial arts is all about. That black belt, man, I mean, it's like, I mean, they know all the tests that we done had. This is so different, man. This is, you guys, can you imagine what you done did? It's like, you guys are so intellectual, you're so spiritual. It's not like, in every test, we done had everybody want to come, everybody want to make excuses. You guys could have made every excuse in the world not to show up. I said, you run. I ran right behind you. And I was singing in your ear because that